Welcome to our channel, where we explain complicated things in simple words. From the human body to the universe, from invisible cells to the biggest questions in science, we break it down so anyone can understand it. Subscribe so you don't miss what comes next. And now, let's begin. Right now, as you watch this, your brain is lying to you. Not occasionally, not when you're tired or stressed or drunk, every single second, every moment you've ever been alive. The colors you see, the sounds you hear, the feeling of the chair beneath you, none of it is real. Not in the way you think it is. What you call reality is a story, and your brain wrote it, without asking you. Here's what's actually happening. Light bounces off objects and hits your retina. Your retina converts it into electrical signals. Those signals travel down your optic nerve and arrive at the back of your brain, your visual cortex, where they get processed, filtered, compared against memory, and reconstructed into what you experience as seeing. That whole journey takes about 1/10 of a second, which means you are never living in the present. You are always living 100 milliseconds in the past. You are watching a rerun, right now, always. And it gets weirder. Your brain doesn't wait for all the information before building your reality. It can't. The world moves too fast and your senses are too slow. So it cheats. Your brain is a prediction machine. At every moment, it takes the tiny, incomplete fragments your senses actually capture and fills in the rest. It guesses. Based on everything you've ever seen, heard, touched, or survived before, it makes its best bet about what's out there and serves it to you as fact. This is called predictive coding, and it is running constantly. Think about your blind spot. Right now, you have a hole in your vision, a gap where your optic nerve connects to your retina and no light receptors exist at all. It's not small. It's roughly the size of 17 full moons stacked side by side. You've never seen it. You will never see it, because your brain quietly fills it in, painting over the gap with whatever seems to fit based on what's around it. Your brain looked at a hole in reality and said, "I'll handle this." Your eyes are actually terrible. They are sharp only in a tiny central region called the fovea, roughly the size of your thumbnail held at arm's length. Everything around that is blurry and colorless. You feel like you see a rich, detailed world. You don't. Your brain is stitching together a movie from a few sharp frames and a lot of educated guessing. This is where it gets weird, because this isn't just vision. It's everything. Your brain predicts sound before you fully hear it. That's why you can understand speech in a noisy room. Your brain is anticipating words before they finish arriving. It predicts touch. When you reach for a glass, your brain has already adjusted your grip before your fingers make contact, based on what glasses feel like from memory. It predicts time itself. Research shows that your brain quietly edits your experience of when things happen, shifting events slightly in time to make your experience feel smooth and continuous. What you experience as now is a cleaned up, post-processed version of events that have already passed. You are living in an edited highlight reel. The director is unconscious, and it never stops rolling. But here's the thing. This isn't random noise. This system is refined by millions of years of evolution. Your ancestors needed to process a world full of things trying to eat them. They couldn't wait for perfect information. The ones whose brains predicted fastest and most accurately survived. You are here because your brain is a spectacular guesser. The problem is that a spectacular guesser can be spectacularly wrong. Optical illusions aren't tricks. They're a window into the machinery. When you look at a static image and see movement that isn't there, your brain isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it always does. It's predicting motion based on patterns it has learned to associate with movement. The illusion isn't the exception. The illusion is the rule, made visible. The same system that fills in your blind spot also fills in missing context in conversations. It edits out the parts of what someone said that didn't fit your expectations and replaces them with what you predicted they'd say. Your brain doesn't just predict the physical world, it predicts people. It predicts what they mean, what they feel, what they intend. And it does it using the same shortcut system. Fast, automatic, built on pattern. Which means every judgment you make about another person is partly a fabrication. A prediction rendered in real time, served to you as fact, based on everything your brain has decided to expect. Confirmation bias isn't a personality flaw. It's the prediction machine doing its job. Your brain doesn't search for truth. It searches for confirmation that its predictions were correct. Evidence that matches the prediction gets amplified. Evidence that contradicts it gets filtered, softened, explained away. You aren't reasoning about the world. You are defending your brain's model of it. And this is where it gets interesting. All of this sounds like bad news, and in some ways it is. The model your brain builds can be wrong in ways that are genuinely costly. But zoom out for a second. Every human who has ever lived has operated inside this same system. And somehow, using nothing but a brain full of organized guesses, we mapped the genome, sent machines to other planets, wrote music that makes strangers cry. The prediction machine is flawed. It is also extraordinary. And here's the genuinely strange part. The moment you know about it, something shifts. Not completely, not permanently. Your blind spot doesn't suddenly appear. The prediction machine doesn't take a break, but you get a tiny gap, a sliver of space between the prediction and your response to it. A moment where you can ask, is this what's actually there, or is this what my brain expected to find? That gap is small, but it's everything. Scientists call it metacognition, thinking about your own thinking. The research is clear. People who practice it make better predictions, hold their beliefs more loosely, update faster when they're wrong, and are less likely to be manipulated by their own certainty. In other words, knowing the machine exists makes you slightly better at running it. So here's where we land. You will never see the world as it actually is. No one has. No one will. The raw data of reality, the actual photons, the actual pressure waves, your brain will never show you those directly. It will always translate, always predict, always reconstruct. What you call your experience of life is your brain's best guess about what's out there, rendered in real time, 100 milliseconds late, stitched together from fragments, and delivered to you as if it were simply the truth. And you've been living inside that guess your entire life. Think about that for a second. Not as a reason to distrust everything, but as the most quietly astonishing fact about being alive. You are not a passive receiver of reality. You are an active constructor of it. Your brain is not a window, it's a studio. And every moment of your conscious life, every color, every face, is something it made. The world isn't out there waiting to be seen. It's in here, being built, right now, constantly, by a 3-pound organ that has never once asked for your permission. And it's doing a pretty remarkable job. If you want more videos where we explain the hidden systems behind life, science, the body, the universe, and everything in between, subscribe to the channel, because the next story will be even more interesting. And remember, the most complicated things become clear when you look closely. See you in the next one.